What's up?
What's up?
What's up, y'all? Today's day 3. It's the last day of planning for, oh, you guys can't see it, for this living room furniture set here. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. I'm wearing green. Jenny's not.
Well, I made a mistake.
I had to pinch her, guys.
Yeah.
Those are the rules.
He did pinch me. I made the mistake of wearing my green shirt yesterday, so now I don't have a green shirt for today.
Well, that's too bad.
I wasn't even thinking.
Clearly. What's up, everybody? Let me pull up the stream here.
Oh my
We've got to stop meeting like this. What's up, Lou? Oh, man. How are you guys doing this morning? St. Patrick's Day? Anybody got any big plans? Gonna do anything fun? Does grass stains on my shoes count? Yeah, I think so. I think that qualifies. You're wearing green.
It's green. It counts.
I couldn't pinch you if I wanted to.
It'll fly.
Cat is stealing the show. He steals everything. This cat, he doesn't realize how much he owns. Well, maybe he does. Maybe that's why he's the way he is.
That's why he walks around the way he walks around. He knows he owns the place.
Yeah, nothing with COVID in the UK. Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy this year. It sucks, but got to do what we got to do. So, anyway, today we're just going to be formalizing these breakdowns. We're just going to double check everything. So, we're going to reassemble all the furniture, make copies of it. Just make sure that I didn't do anything, boneheaded yesterday on stream. So, anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. Good morning, y'all. Thanks for joining for yet another day. I got the Netherlands in the house. I want more like this. What?
It's just some very intense music.
Well, we went from
Wednesday morning.
We went from
9:30.
a chill love song to in-your-face dubstep. It's not really the emotional roller coaster I want to go on this morning.
No?
So. No, not quite. Like I said, we're just going to be looking at this stuff again and just verifying that all the work we did yesterday is good work, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. Guys, please let me know if I start dropping frames or getting choppy or anything in the stream. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it, but yeah, don't know how we're... this streaming thing's new to us, so we're still learning and everything. I can tell we're skipping a little bit now, but anyway, we'll try to do what we're doing. Do you ever get a slump where it's hard to do a video and you need to put one out? I mean, every week, honestly. I just every week. We've also had some great ideas for videos, and then we started putting them together, and then the video just did not happen. It didn't communicate what we wanted to communicate. It just, I don't know, it was...
Yeah.
Sometimes videos are just sour like that, so hopefully we're going to start stocking up on content so that when we have a bad week, or if we have a week where we just need to take a break or just not focus on social media, that we've still got content to put out, because I know you guys sort of depend on it at some level just for entertainment, if nothing else. So we're going to try to maybe stay on top of that. But other than that, I guess there's nothing else to do but get started. We're hopefully going to stream maybe an hour and a half today, but
nothing like our 3-hour soiree.
Oh my gosh, yesterday was rough. You guys, if you were hanging around yesterday, I got quiet towards the end. I was just drained. I was so tired. I mean, I love it. It was so much fun.
It's like double the work when you're, doing Sketchup and talking at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I feel you.
I mean, I'm trying to entertain. I'm trying to have fun, but it doesn't always work. Big Lou put out a video today. Everybody go watch Big Lou. So click on his name. You should be able to get to his channel that way. No?
Big Lou does some great videos. You guys are gonna love him.
I don't know. Just Google or search in the top of YouTube Big Lou's workshop in another tab. Don't leave the stream. Come on, what are you guys doing? But check out Big Lou's video today. He did a really good job. Alright, so the first step, I guess. So I color-coded this yesterday with the coffee table. I don't want to attack that yet because I still think there's some issues there we haven't teased out yet. So I guess we could start with this little end table. So move, and then control brings up copy, and then I'll move a copy, I don't know, maybe 4 feet that way. Now we can assemble. This is like virtual IKEA. So like if assembling IKEA furniture wasn't frustrating enough, then like we're assembling it virtually. How irritating is that? No, 90. Oh, we gotta put a floor here so that... Gotta have a floor in SketchUp because, as far as I know, there's no command when you're rotating stuff to like make it globally flat. This is just how I do it. Got a lot of hate yesterday for how I do SketchUp, and just was not very nice.
Which I think that's super ironic because I feel like SketchUp is one of those things where even if you're not perfect, just like going for it and making some progress, it's better than, you know, just because you don't know SketchUp perfectly doesn't mean, you know, you're never going to open the program and ever use it. And that's what our podcast was all about yesterday too, is like, hey, just because, you know, you're not perfect at something doesn't mean, you know, you should hesitate and like never do it until you feel comfortable, because you're never going to feel ready. There's so many things in life you're never going to feel prepared for. You just have to go do it. And so I thought it was funny, everybody's comments like, you were terrible at SketchUp, you should really learn the entire software and then use SketchUp. And I was like,
did I build furniture though? Did I build furniture though?
Yes.
Okay, what was the plan here? How was I supposed to... How do these legs intersect with... Are they just... Oh, okay, it's on top of a block. Okay. See, this is why we do this. It's just so I can refresh my memory on how things are supposed to be done. So... Hey, thanks for dropping in, guys, if you're new to the stream. Appreciate you. Alright, and this is where I always get messed up, is because I forget which way I put some of the boards. Like, see right here, I especially do this with drawers. So, like, see how the short ones are inside of the long ones? Sometimes when I go to make drawers, I'll put it here instead of here where I measured it in SketchUp. So I really have to pay attention, go slow, look at my diagrams. Okay, why are these guys, what are you doing here? Again, this is why we do these things. Alright, so my box is the correct size. But for some reason, these legs are now longer than I remember them being. Now, did this have to do with the fact that we made the leg stock wider than we originally planned? I don't know. How's the audio? Music too loud? Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you. So my half labs are aligned. It's just, is this what I wanted? Let me check some dimensions. So first off, tape measure. So it's 25.5. So that sounds like a normal-ish measurement. See, what I'm looking for here is like if I see any weird measurements, especially if I see the little tilde, like the approximately, like this. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So like this is like Nope, see, that didn't do it. There we go. Approximately 14 and 1/16. That's what I'm looking for, because that means that something's not a standard dimension. So I guess I'm just gonna be, hey man, graph paper and pencil is just fine. There's no shame in using, no shame at all in using graph paper and a pencil. I just have a habit of losing pieces of paper. So, yeah, so this is like approximately 18 and 5/16, which I'm not super jazzed about because that's like an odd dimension. For scale, I know this is like a one-off thing, but we're trying to build a business of scale here, so it's kind of unnerving to me when I see measurements like that, because I mean, an employee is going to have a tougher time measuring 18 and 5/16 than they are measuring like 12 inches. Does that make sense? So like, we're just trying to get in the habit now of like having normal dimensions for everything. Why is there a gap here? Why is there the world's tiniest gap here? So that's 10 and a half. That's 10 and a half. Right? So there's a gap here for some reason. Day 2 of doing taxes while we work. Are you like an accountant or something? Is that your day job?
Like a CPA or?
Because you're doing a lot of taxes, my friend. And I'm here to tell you, she ain't worth it.
Yes, she is.
I don't know, at least for us.
You don't want to get audited. Yes, she is.
To each their own, I guess. I don't know how I feel about moving this angle 0.01 degrees. That just feels screwy to me. Is that square? Let me use the protractor tool. No, that's not how you use the protractor tool. Start here, go here, and then come out to here. That's 90 degrees. I don't know how that got tilted 0.1 of an architect pilot trying to save on an accountant. Bro, that's not where you should save money. Oh, I get it. I respect the hustle. Just taxes are not my strong suit. Props to anybody that can do their own taxes, but it's not worth my time, honestly. Numbers are not my strong suit. I say that as a professional data analyst, scientist person. Don't tell my boss. Alright, so now this is, what is that, 18 and 5/16? Yeah, see, I don't like that, but I guess I'll just get over it. So that's 9 inches there, okay. Alright, so I've already got some dimensions down here, and all my parts here are copies of each other, so these are auto-updating with the dimension changes I'm making over here. So, oh, we got somebody in, what's up, Zach? Yeah, we got somebody yesterday, yeah, insert shoulder shrug for sure. Oh, what was I saying? Yesterday we got somebody that commented, they're like, this leg design has no place being indoor furniture. And I'm like,
What?
that's cool. I didn't know I was making the table for you and I guess your back patio. But I appreciate your opinion. It's not worth anything to me, but I appreciate your opinion. What software says? This is Sketchup. Used to be, it was a program originally rolled out by Google, and then I think they sold it off or split off or something. I think Trimble or Tremblay, or however you're supposed to say that, is the company that owns it now. It's a great software. It's a really good balance. We were talking about this a lot yesterday. It's a really good balance of like usability and complexity. It's really good for linear things, not so much organic shapes. Yeah, we've tried using Fusion 360, but it's just too complicated. It's overkill for what we need, and the learning curve is way steeper. So when we want to hire employees, it'd be much easier to teach somebody this software than it would be to spend an extra 2 weeks teaching them Fusion. I mean, it's wood furniture. We're not designing airplanes yet. We're not designing airplanes yet, but that'll be a whole different thing to tackle. What's up? Got another Texan in the chat. Everybody in Texas, let me know you're from Texas right now. Using OBS? Yeah, we're using Streamlabs. It's a version of OBS with nice wrapping paper on it. It has a few extra features for live streaming. So like, if anybody watching is not a subscriber, if you subscribe and you've got your subscriptions turned to public, you can have this little animation pop up, lets everybody know you're extra cool and that you subscribe to the channel. What's up, Cody? How's that CNC treating you? Cody and his wife are the couple that bought our CNC from us that we were very happy to part ways with, but it seems like it's doing them pretty good work, so. Texas gay. What's up, Matthew? Good to see you again, man. Flip side of my argument. Yeah, so like, this brings up a larger question is we do not want to hire skilled labor. That's just not something that we're interested in. We want to train all of our employees in-house so that they don't pick up any bad habits that are not in our system. You know, like McDonald's is not hiring, like if I can dare to compare myself to McDonald's, but McDonald's and Chick-fil-A are not hiring like professional chefs out of like culinary school. Maybe they do in like their corporate headquarters, but day to day, that's not what they're doing. So, and if our processes are so complex that like a normal person can't learn it, then that's our problem for not having a clear enough workflow. So yeah, while SolidWorks and everything would be great, it's just not where we're going with the business. So. It's a good thought though. When we start designing airplanes, we probably will have to switch over to some sort of software that's specifically meant for industry standard safety and stuff and things. How am I able to keep up with the chat and actually work in SketchUp? I was not doing that yesterday. If you watch yesterday's live stream, man, I was on the struggle bus hard. I was not doing well at that yesterday. It was kind of rough. I was looking at the camera and then I was SketchUpping. I was looking at the camera and then I was SketchUpping. But today, SketchUpping. It's a new verb. Look it up. Oh. Yeah, so what's up, Mark? Why did SketchUp frustrate you so much? I'm interested to hear that perspective. What's up, Tom? Because I only started with SketchUp. I watched my friends in engineering classes in college use CATIA, and they wanted to like blow their brains out. But was it just that SketchUp was like not as robust as the other programs, or Do they have like a different way of doing things you didn't like? Just a different way to do things. Yeah, that's got to be frustrating, especially if you've got like a really good workflow in one system. Trying to switch to another has got to be really tough. So I'm seeing these little gaps here. It's not giving me a ton of confidence. You guys see that? Hello. Like right here. I don't know why that leg is. See that little piece of daylight there? That's what's Is it on both of them? Yeah, it's on that one. And it's not here. So it's on the front but not the back. So that means we've got some sort of gap misalignment or something. So let me reline these up just in case. Move it on the red axis only. Is it still there? Yeah. I'm not gonna sweat on this too much because it's such a small gap, but like if this was something we were gonna make a lot of or production, I would definitely want to get the plan right. But for something like this, guys, like this gap is smaller than the deflection of the miter saw blade that I'm gonna use to cut this angle. Does that make sense? Right, exactly. Jeff hit it right on the head. A 1 thou gap in SketchUp won't mean anything in the shop. So, yeah, it's fine here. But if we were gonna make this like a real production thing, I would spend some time and figure out what the problem is. It's probably these half laps are they're not perfectly centered on the board. That's what we ran into with the. That's what we ran into with the desk we just built and delivered. But we got it to work, so. But again, that looks plenty close enough for me. So this part is a copy of that part. And this part is just a copy of the other one, so. Yep, glue squeeze out and clamp pressure, man. That solves just about anything in small woodworking things. I mean, again, with like wood movement and everything, how exact can you be? I kind of laugh when I see, and no disrespect at all, but when I see guys like Rob Kosman like chasing like the last detail. Of course, I mean they're at the top of their game, so it's a completely different thing. But like, I sort of chuckle at like chasing down those like last 1 or 2 like razor thin planer shavings just to get something perfect. I mean, at that point, you're making art. You're not making a product. You're making art, which Rob Kosman totally understands. Got a lot of respect for him. I used to watch his videos because I just wanted to see the whole spectrum of like where am I on the spectrum of like awesome, amazing woodworker to straight up beginner. So it was really good to see that like if that is the peak of woodworking, like I'm doing okay. Like, not that I could do anything that he does, but like the fact that I could follow him and understand everything that he was talking about just told me that I was familiar enough with the concepts at the upper tier of woodworking that I felt comfortable that I wasn't like missing anything huge. Does that make any amount of sense? Probably not. I should probably change these colors, huh? So that they don't match. Oop. They don't match anything on the coffee table. Why did you go back to white? Is it like a default color or something? Alright, let's make you purple. And then we'll make somebody like green or something. Green for St. Patrick's Day. Where's that purple? That's my problem. One of my many problems is I continually don't paint everything the color that I need it painted, so then I'm left trying to scramble. All right. So there's that. Okay. So everything with this end table went together really nicely. Cool. Yeah, I like Stumpy's channel. So we don't watch as many woodworking YouTubers as we used to, partly because my dad always sends me emails with videos. So if there's anything significant, like I don't need to stay caught up because my dad will email me and say, hey, have you seen this guy's video? And it's like Drew Fisher's video, and which is like big for my dad because my dad's not a huge like content consumer. He has no social media or anything like that, but he just gets like email chains with his like 30 best friends, and they're all sharing the same video. So like it all bubbles to the top, and then he sends it to me, and I watch it. So I can keep tabs on a lot of woodworking channels that we're not necessarily subscribed to, but we still watch 90% of their content. It was kind of funny. My dad was like always sending me Drew Fisher videos, and I was like, Dad, you know that we know him, right? Like, you know that like we hang out and stuff when we go to WorkbenchCon and stuff like that. And he's like, I just don't think it like went through to him. I guess he just like didn't understand it. But it's just kind of funny to like, because I mean everybody on YouTube is a celebrity to my dad, and I mean that's how we were until we started posting content too. And you don't realize that it's just somebody with a camera and like some video editing skills. But it's just kind of fun to see my dad, like, who has no social media, get really excited. I mean, Drew came to the live stream yesterday, so that was pretty cool. Okay, and then I'm just gonna reassemble this coffee table somewhere else because I don't trust this version. Alright, we're going to assemble him over here. Jenny looks bored. Apparently you look bored.
Oh, I am just doing some hardcore Instagram work over here. Lots of photos and Instagram and, yeah, that kind of stuff.
Okay, first off, let's make... No, because these pieces are not similar. Are these pieces all the same? So that's 4.5. That's 4.5. and they're obviously the same length. So for whatever reason, I've made this one a different color, but it should not be. It should all be this lime green. So where is this? Oh, really? Wow, the drawer fronts are exactly the same size as this one random side piece. Not this side piece, because the drawer fronts are in the way. And I don't want, like, I don't like it when end grain are on two separate faces. So like, see this, I'm fine with end grain, and then have some face grain here. But I'm not okay with like end grain, and then end grained over here on this side if we were to shorten this drawer front. So I like the cleaner look from all angles, and then just have one dirty angle with a bunch of end grain. I think that looks cleaner. She's making sales, yeah. For show. For show.
Something like that.
She made this sale. Okay, so where is my paint bucket? Is it this color green? Nope. Is it this color green? No. Is it this color green? I think we have a winner. And then I just clicked off it. Is it this color? Yes, it's still that color. Okay. So now I can color that. Just for my sanity, I guess. Alright. Let's assemble. So I'm just going to build the top first. So what's this divider part here? I want to, like, I'm really cautious about this divider because I got to get those dimensions right. What's the plan material for the top? So the customer wants dark walnut, but the pictures they keep sending are like really, really dark walnut. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get white oak and then stain it. I don't have it in my heart to stain actual walnut a little bit darker.
No, that would hurt my heart.
I know. But he wants it darkened to stay dark. So we're going to probably use some sort of espresso stain or something. Anyway, what color is this piece? Yellow? That's this yellow piece. Nope, I want this one. Alright, and I want this to go in the bottom corner here, so this is, if I recall, this is a 3/8 deep dado. Yeah, 3/8. So I'm going to move this over, and then we're going to go down 3/8. Wanted to go down 3/8. Boom. So that is seated in the bottom of this stopped dado. Again, we're going to do this with the router and a straight edge. And then so on one of these ends needs to go a green. Nope. Alright, I've had enough of all these love songs. Moods. What mood are we feeling?
See, we've even got our green LED lights on in the background.
Oh yeah, my fat head is blocking it, yeah.
So cute.
Let's play some jazz. Cool. Alright, so that's perfect on one end. And then the orange one goes on the other end, but first I have to do the drawer slides. Okay, so there's that piece, and then the orange goes on the other side. Then I just put the top back on. What was in my eye? Concrete quote? Ugh. It sounds like actual work. For the concrete guys, not for you. I mean, I'm sure it's stressful getting quotes and everything too, but... Use plywood? Nah, not on this one. Customer's not paying for plywood. Customer's paying for solid wood, so... It's all about managing customer expectations and that sort of thing, so... As much as I'd love to use plywood. Okay, cool. And then I forgot to put the drawer box in, but... So here again is where I'm going to get screwed up because I don't remember which way this drawer goes into the drawer hole. So I'm going to move this out 24 inches, and then I can take this box. And I'm guessing it just goes in here like this. If that leaves me an inch of gap, I think that's what I want. So we'll use our tape measure. That's 1.5. That's too far. So I have it twisted 90 degrees. So I need to go this way. Yeah, that's a little wider there. Boom. And then I should have like 1 inch and 1/16 from here to here. Yep, 1 1/16. So that gives me enough time to, or enough distance to do the drawer slides on both sides, which are just going to screw into this orange piece here and then into the yellow piece over here. So that is correct. So I need to get a shot when I make my scenes for my plans. I do need to get a you know, the words and things. All right, at the 1 hour mark, we're gonna be doing another giveaway today. Just like yesterday, we're gonna be giving away a free program. Or if you want it, a coaching call. Either one is fine with us, whatever you want. You just have to let us know in the email if you win. So then, I'm gonna leave that alone. And then, where did my legs go? Did I not? I didn't copy the legs, did I? That's okay. I'm only going to use one of them anyway. So I want to rotate on this axis and then come... Oh, I'm rotating all of them. Okay, cool. Wonderful. 90 degrees. Then I'll grab this guy. Make that my reference angle. And I'll go here. And put these dados together right there. Beautiful. Man, I love doing these legs. They're a lot of work. Oh, purpose of drawing it out 3 times. Sorry, I haven't been updating anybody. What's up? Welcome to the live stream if you're new. Today what we're doing is, what's up, Tony? Today what we're doing is, we are doing it a 3rd time because I'm just verifying everything I did yesterday on live stream because I was a little bit distracted. I was having too much fun streaming. If you noticed yesterday, I was getting really quiet towards the end because 3 hours is a long time to be on stream, especially if we're not practiced at it. So today we're just reassembling everything. All I did was copy all these parts down here that we ended with yesterday, and I'm reassembling it and checking for gaps, making sure everything goes together, getting the final dimensions verified, just so that when I make the plans, everything goes together smoothly. So we're going there. And then I need to move it, what, like an inch this way? And that should give me about a 1/2 inch overhang. Close enough. This is not going to be perfect. This is going to be done by feel when we assemble it anyway. And then this can go to the edge and then move it further in. Is it 2 inches or so? I don't know. I think it's 2 inches. Made my first cutting board, trying to sell it. Should I keep it cheaper because it's my first one? Absolutely not. Please, please, please do not fall into the trap that so many people do of discounting your work because you're a beginner or it's your first one. That's just gonna like set you up for future disappointment. Yeah, you'll sell your first one probably a little faster, but honestly probably not. But you're just like entertaining that mentality of like, it's not worth as much just because it's the first one. It's worth what you can find a customer to pay for. If you live in a country with a free market economy, whatever you can sell it for is what it's worth. And a lot, like, you got to be careful. You don't want to go overboard. You don't want to charge $1 million and then screw somebody out of, like, if somebody's mortgaging their house to buy your cutting boards, okay, then you're overpricing a little bit. But like, please price high. And then, yeah, exactly. If it looks good, get what it's worth. And it's worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. That was like the reason we preach that all the time is because Jenny and I, we started building stuff for our friends and family in North Dakota. And it was really taxing because it was all of our free time. And we were only charging for materials, maybe like $50 profit is what we made on it. And I felt bad for asking. I felt bad for charging an extra $50 because they were paying me instead of just buying the materials, which is so backwards. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little too emotional here. Just price high and find the customers that think it's worth what you want to charge for, because it's your free time. I mean, you build stuff in your free time, so like that's your most expensive time. Whatever you like work for a living, you sell your time for an hourly rate. Even if you're on salary, you still work an average of so many hours a week. So your free time should be worth more than the time that you sell to your employer. So I say all that to say price high. You're watching the stream while you're at work? Man. And y'all wonder why your employers don't want to pay you $15 an hour. Just kidding. Appreciate y'all.
Greetings from North Dakota.
From North Dakota?
Nodak. Yeah.
Nice.
Good old Nodak.
We get a lot of viewers in North Dakota. Like to the point that I think a percentage of the population watches our videos. There's not many people in North Dakota. Watching from school. There you go.
Yes.
Oh. Appreciate you, Matthew. All right. I don't see any inherent flaws or issues with this after we reassembled it. So I still don't trust this guy. Is there anything that I need from you? No. Is there anything that I need from you? I don't think so. Williston, the algorithm chose you? Yeah.
The algorithm chose.
That's what happens sometimes. So that's my crazy prediction on like the future of social media. I think that, right now, everybody knows, or virtually everybody knows, Chip and Joanna Gaines. Regardless of your opinion of them or whatever they're doing, like everybody knows who they are. I think you're going to start seeing a Chip and Joanna Gaines in every large city. And that's all of the social media content is going to narrow down and gear it towards like your local audience. So everybody right now, there's like one Gary Vee, there's there's one Tony Robbins, but you're gonna start to find all these smaller like people in like large cities, and the algorithm is going to start feeding you content based on your own localized celebrities. And then your collaborations are going to be like the Chip and Joanna Gaines from Texas are going to partner with the Chip and Joanna Gaines from like New Jersey or something, and that's when they do a collaboration, and you can cross-pollinate audiences that way. But I think that long-term the algorithm is going to start chunking down, and 10,000 followers in a local community is going to be way more valuable than even 100,000 right now. What program is this? This is Sketchup. Jay Bates has a great tutorial on it. Watch far more YouTube than TV. Yeah, I mean, we canceled TV a couple of years ago just because we didn't ever use it. I mean, I watched football, but that was it. I want to start getting into watching basketball. Basketball's a sport that I've never liked, but it's so popular. I feel obligated now because it's like, it's one of the top 2 or 3 sports, I think.
I'd say so.
In the US anyway. It's such a part of pop culture that like I would feel kind of stupid if I wasn't spun up on it. So I think we're going to start watching basketball next season.
I also feel like we don't realize how popular it is because we're just not in the whole like basketball watching community. Like you don't know how it is, how big it is, or how popular it is until you're in there, and you're like, I just want to see how popular it is.
Yeah. Well, plus going to a basketball game is so much fun. I went to a few growing up. It's blast. I think it's more fun than a baseball game. Baseball's fun, but I think going to a basketball game is more high energy than going to a baseball game even. And baseball's fun. I can't watch baseball on TV, but I can go to a game.
You know what was also surprisingly fun? Hockey games.
Hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to it's a little minor league hockey team in Minot, North Dakota, so we started going to their games just because there was nothing else to do, and in the wintertime anyway. And that was a lot of fun. Watching sports is overrated. There's a lot of money in sports. I mean, overrated as far as like personal value that you get out of it. Sure, like it's trash. Like watching sports gives you nothing other than like an emotional roller coaster. But from a marketing and money making standpoint, like sports are, I mean, there's a reason that some of these teams are valued at $4 billion. It's because they've got so much attention and so much access to money. Oh, what is it? I think it's the TV show Billions. It's a terrible show. Don't watch it with your kids. But the TV show Billions, there's a line in there, and they say, and it's based in the U.S. in New York City, and they're saying that owning sports teams is how we knight people in the United States. I just thought that was a very interesting perspective. Too much money? I mean, weren't you just like 3 lines ago saying something is the price of what it's worth or what somebody's willing to pay for it? So, I mean, sure, yeah, in your opinion, it might be too much money, but I mean, we live in a free market economy, and the people have decided that entertainment is more valuable than what it gives you. But I agree with you. As far as like personal value, what you get out of watching sports, it's next to nothing. It's a great distraction from the normal problems of every day-to-day life. People just can't be happy, so they got to go find it somewhere else. It's kind of sad when you think about it too much, but sports ball is the best. Yeah, sports ball is definitely my favorite. I was snowed in Minot for 3 days about 20 years ago. Negative 70-degree wind chill. Love the town. Yeah, Minot was so much fun. There's a lot of military people that are. Like they hate Minot. There's a stigma around it, but we fell in love with the town. We had no complaints with the location, or I mean, it sucked. Like the winter sucked, but like so much hunting, so much fishing, so much like outdoor stuff in the summer months. And then just in the wintertime, it's kind of like the South. Like when it's hot outside, you just don't go outside.
Yeah.
When it's cold, you just don't go outside. You find other ways, like starting a woodworking business to keep you happy. Hi from Ireland. Hello. Jobless pilot starting your own furniture business. What's that? What's your twist on the business? Has anyone figured out how to print in landscape from Sketchup? Yes, I will show you here in a bit, Rudy. Thank you for your kind words earlier. So when you want to print, hang on. Let's say, because you got all these parts lined out, right? You want all the dimensions and everything to be like landscape. You got to go to File, and then you go Print Preview. And then I always go to Properties, Printer Properties, and then I click this Landscape button right here. Depending on your printer software, that's how I do it. But you have to go into your printer properties and change it because there's no selection from the regular print window here. How do you show the number in length? So I don't know if it's a custom keyboard shortcut, but I click D for dimension and it gives me a little arrow. You're kind of restricted on where you can like call dimensions from. So like I can't just, like the tape measure, if you do T for tape measure, like I can stop it at any point and it'll give me the length. But with the dimension tool, you have to like go to the midpoint or to the corner. I can't just pick anywhere on the edge and get a dimension. It'll show me the dimension, but I can't, like, even though I'm clicking, I can't anchor it right there. So you just gotta use the dimension tool. We're gonna start teaching SketchUp. No, I mean, we could do, if you wanted to do some sort of like coaching session, we could live stream and screen share. But I don't think we're going to start putting out content around using SketchUp. It's just that's too big of a job to try and tackle because we only spend 2 days a week on Jennie and Davis stuff. It'd be way more time than it would. It would just take too much time. But sometimes I'll use the little call out. Sometimes I'll use the little call out function or add a note or whatever that's called to like let myself know like, hey, there's a dado in here, or this dado is like, you know, so deep. Because like even if I were to draw a dimension for these dados, like look, if I use D for dimension and I go from here to here, that's 3/8 of an inch. Like I can't see that. See, it's all like jumbled up. So I'll probably just put a note or something there that says how far it is. Or sometimes I'll make an extra scene that's like really zoomed in here so I can see the geometry. Which is probably what I'll do because I need to know these dimensions. I'm too boomer for SketchUp. That was really funny. Time management, we talk a lot about that in the Stud Stack. If you're interested, studstack.net. Anybody, we got a private group of other business owners that build furniture and stuff like that, and we talk about all sorts of business topics in there. And it's great because it's a paid community. A lot of these free woodworking groups like get a lot of armchair quarterbacks and suggestions from people who aren't like actually doing it. But with the Stud Stack, we've found, I don't know, 50 or 60 people at this point. Who are other like maker business owners building furniture. We've even got some other people. Like we got one guy that does car wraps, so he does all the vinyl work and everything. I mean, he builds signs and some other smaller stuff too out of wood, but just other business owners trying to give perspective. We got a new guy in there. There's a marketing. We got web developers. We've got military people. We've got a wide range of experience. I'm too millennial for SketchUp. Oh, you guys are great. The entitlement mindset tells me the drawings are supposed to kind of happen. That's funny. Mentioned building airplanes. No, that's totally serious. That's what we want to do when the woodworking business takes off and we can focus our attention on other things. Like that's our long-term goal is we want to build airplanes. I just think general aviation is it's a market that has not been explored. It's not been re-engineered. Anybody that I don't know. I think I've got a few ideas that I think would really revolutionize. I'm crazy enough to think that I've got a great idea that'll change how general aviation is done. But we'll see. But there's a saying in aviation: if you want to make $1 million in aviation, start with $2 million. Because I mean, there's a lot of failed startups and everything. So that's one of the reasons we're starting the woodworking business before we do the airplane thing, is because I want to learn. I want to screw up with the woodworking business so that Jenny and I know how to manage a larger business. We know how to do production. We know how to, like, there's a lot of similarities between furniture business and like an aircraft building company. So we can sort of cut our teeth on the woodworking business and take the lessons we learned there. That way we don't lose as much money when we do the aviation stuff. We talk a lot about that in our podcast, future goals and stuff like that. So subscribe to the Let's Quit podcast if you're interested. Just listen to it on your way to work. Or listen to it while you're at work, because a bunch of y'all are watching this when you're busy anyway. So, okay, I think that's all the dimensions I need from here. So, I like to do, well, I don't need the final version, so this can come out. Bless you. The dog just sneezed behind me. Alright, so I need a couple things. I need to show so here's where I will use the notes. So this is like 2 inches. Two-inch overhang, and then this is 1 inch overhang, oh no, I got that backwards. Okay, is that what I want? And then this will show me the drawer and how it's supposed to go, so I don't get the runners mixed up. So I'm gonna make a scene here. I'm gonna cause a scene. And then I also want just an overview picture so I know what color goes with what piece and where. So I'll add another scene. And then for all the pieces of the coffee table, at least the top pieces. So I want to move this in so I can see it a little better. 21. And 48, okay. Make another scene, and then I want to zoom in here, get all my measurements for this dado we're gonna make. Make a scene. I also want, well, I just know it's 3/4 of an inch off the end. Thoughts on a good airless spray gun? I don't really know that I have one. We use the, what is it, the Minimite 4, I forget the brand name. Fuji Minimite 4, we really like it. As far as an airless sprayer, I don't really have an opinion. I'm gonna paint these white just so I can see my measurements. And 1/16. So again, all these distances. Oh, see, that's where we messed up. Well, 7/16. That's really close to 3/8, right? Math? No, that's a half, right? No, that's in between. No, that's in between 3/8 and 1/2, right? Yeah. Oh well. But the gap here should be 3 5/8 across. So when I was first building the desk, this got me turned around because I was looking at this distance from here to here, and I was assuming that that was the same as the distance here to here of 3.5, which is what the stock width is. So that threw me for a loop the first time I did these. But the overall length I'm looking for here is 20 1/8. And then you also want to get a dimension. So this is the hard part. With the dimension tool, you can't do one based, see how it snaps to the corner here? The dimension tool won't do that. You have to anchor the dimension to a physical dimension. And I can't say reference line and reference this and come down. You just can't do it. So, but what I can do is I can do a tape measure line, which anchors there. And then I think I can do a dimension to the tape measure. Yeah, so the full length of the thing, what I'll have to chop on the miter saw before we do the angles, is 24 3/16. But again, I think we're gonna nest them, so I don't know that this dimension is critical, but I'd rather have it in here and not use it than need it and have to run back into the computer. Man, I'm glad the stream isn't dropping frames like it was the other day. Oh, we're at 1 hour. It's time for the giveaway. So here we go. I want this button. We figured this out yesterday. Giveaways. Custom. Let me edit the one from yesterday. Oop, I don't want Windows, I want... Okay, and then the advanced settings. Subscriber bonus tickets. Alright, so if you're a subscriber to the channel, you're going to get an extra ticket, hopefully. Save. Giveaway settings. Okay, so... Alright, here we go. Giveaway is live. It's going to be one of our sales programs or marketing programs or whatever it is that you want. JennieandDavis.com/programs if you're interested, or a coaching call, whatever you want. This is for international. This is for whoever wants it. So all you got to do is type free stuff in the chat. All one word, free stuff. There should be a little bot that pops up and tells you what to type in. There you go. Use free stuff. So all you got to do is type in free stuff and you'll be automatically entered. I tried to make it where YouTube channel subscribers have a higher chance than everybody else. Yeah, there you go, free stuff. Okay, it looks like you're not getting your extra tickets if you're a subscriber. Sorry. I tried.
Ooh, is it giveaway time?
It is giveaway time.
Yay!
It's gotta be one word, free stuff, one word. No space. No exclamation points, no other words. It's just got to be free stuff, one word. Guys, no spaces, no spaces. There we go. Now you got it. Cool. We'll leave it open for another couple minutes. Once you're entered once, you don't need to type it again. You guys are in there for good. I mean, you can type whatever you want. It's just more engagement for us, but... All right, we'll leave it open for another couple seconds. All right, closing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closed. We're done. All right. Are you ready to pick a winner? Here we go, here we go, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rudy! What's up? You won. Rudy Engel, you have won. Congratulations. So here's what you're going to do, Rudy. You're going to email us at jennieanddavis@gmail.com, and you're going to tell us, hey, I'm the guy that won, and we will get it to you that way. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You just got to let us know, and if you send us the email right now, we can get you hooked up. Jenny can get you hooked up right now, so.
You could be watching a program before lunch.
Yeah, you could.
Well, I don't know what time it is.
Congratulations,
where you're from,
Rudy. Congratulations, Rudy. You're always Lucy at this stuff? You change your name or something? I'm just playing. I know you meant Lucky. Okay, so that's the scenes here for that. I'm gonna go ahead and print these so I don't get them like mixed up. Scenes from... Well, I can't scroll up to see my scenes. So I want to start at scene 5. 5 to 9. Print, properties, landscape. Okay. Alright, and then after those are printed, now I can move on. Again, I'm going to paint these white. What's up if you're new? Today, we're not rebuilding everything. We just reassembled everything based on the parts yesterday, just so I can solidify in my brain how this is all going to go together. We're also double checking to make sure that yesterday in the design, because I was trying to juggle the live stream and everything, that I didn't do anything like boneheaded or more boneheaded than usual. Yeah, see, that's why this is crooked, is because we're a whole 1/16 of an inch off. But that's okay. We'll be fine. Remember, this is the piece that had the gap in it.
Not sure if this is how you wanted it to be printed. Probably.
No, that looks right.
That looks right.
Yeah. So landscape printed scenes from SketchUp. Go to printer properties. From Belgium. Belgium in the house. Jeez.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Get people all over the world.
Love it.
Okay, so I want these dimensions. Oh, I already have this one. And then I already have this one, but I want a smaller picture, so. Is that thunder?
I think so.
Really?
There's supposed to be storms all over Texas today.
Oh, wow.
The next couple of days.
That's about how it goes.
We're just getting really close to summer in Texas.
Yeah, that's what happens. You say that like you've lived here for a while.
Well, I feel like I have, between like
we got
you
Moose
growing up here, like.
We got Mooseworks in the chat from
hey.
Alaska. What's up, man? Long time no see. Cool. So I'll add this scene. Wait, what? I've not saved the changes you made to your style. I just want a new scene. Can I only make like 9 scenes? I know I've made more scenes than that before. Save as new style? I don't understand what that dialog box is for. We'll be fine. Canada, eh? San Diego? What's up, guys? Glad to have you guys watching. Alright, so I got all that. Overall layout of the part. Sometimes I forget to take a picture of like the grand scheme of like layout, so like I won't get all the parts in one shot, and then I'll be sad because I don't know how many of what I'm supposed to make. I'm so worried about getting the dimensions that I don't I don't get the number of parts I need. This one, I'm so impressed with this design. I really like this. I'm glad we made the changes we made to this guy. And then this guy, I moved some of his pieces around, so he's probably gonna be. Again, I'm gonna paint these white just so it's easier to see my dimensions. All right, now I'm bored. I want some better music. Let's go to beats. Let's go to popular. There we go. I like that so much better. Oh, this sounds like a. If you guys watch the tech review channel MKBHD, I think he uses this song. That is definitely thunder. Alright, and get rid of these dimensions here. Oh no, is this the one that had the gap? I don't know. They've all got gaps. We'll be alright. Everything is gonna be okay. No, this one's straight up doing what it's supposed to do. Where are you going? Okay. And then I want my tape measure. I can do that. And then I want to take both of these pieces. No, I want the piece. I can move it up. Thanks for hanging out, Tony. Appreciate you. Okay, and then I'll take a picture of this guy, or a scene of this guy, which should get me all the dimensions that I need, because that's just 1/2 by 1.5 stock. This is 1.5 by 1.5 stock. Did I get the dimensions of these guys? No, I did not. It's 2-inch stock. Yeah, let me add a note. It says 2-inch by 2-inch stock. If I go back to this scene, will it? Yeah, it still gives me the 2. Okay, cool. Okay, and then down here, I just needed that one shot, and then I can take another shot of this guy. How tall was his couch again? 24 inches? Oh, that's a diagonal. $25.5. So he's got 1.5 inches of clearance over the arm of his couch. Just make sure that's not a ridiculous amount. Yeah, 1.5 inches over, because it might sag a little bit. You want it to be well over.
Yeah, that's not going to cause it to like tip too much or like angle down to the couch.
I don't think so.
Okay.
If we need to, if it becomes unstable, I can always put a little like I can make like an angled piece of metal or something here just to keep it stable, but I don't think we're gonna need to do that. I think it'll just go in. We'll just domino that right here and glue the mess out of it, and it should be fine. Again, he's not putting a lot of weight on this table, so it should be all right. And then this is also where the wireless charger is gonna go, so we'll have to route out a pocket here, and then I don't know what we're gonna do with the wire, but that's not something I need to do in SketchUp. I can just do that in the real world. And it really do be raining though. Okay, I don't need this guy. I don't need this guy. I just need this. This is all I need. Add a scene. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, indeed. I'm wearing green. Jenny's not. I had to pinch her this morning. All right, sweet. Did I get a scene of this? Yeah, I did. Okay, I think we are ready to print these final scenes. So I've already got, I put these in the right order here. So I want to do my overview picture first. And then I can do rough material layout, legs, dado. And then, oh, did I do the drawer dimensions? Is that in here? Yeah, it is. Okay, I got all my dimensions for the drawer. Coolio. Oh, you know what? I did not get a dimension for the tabletop and how far this goes out to here. It's 24 inches. I'll just write that in because I don't want to print it again. Is it 24 inches from both sides? That's the real question. No, it's not. So I will need to ensure that I get everything the right way. So let me go ahead and draw this in here. And then this is like 23 and something. 23 and a quarter. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Mooseworks, dude. Appreciate you. Always good to see you. I mean, some people watch while they're at work, so, you know, there's that. All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Has anybody emailed you yet?
Yep, I got Rudy's.
Sweet.
Sending it out to you now.
All right, did he say if he wanted a program or?
Oh, what?
Because I did a program. I did a
raffle?
program or a coaching call. It's whatever he wanted. So,
Oh.
did he say what he wanted?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Hey Rudy,
Still around?
let us. Yeah, he's still here. Let us know if you want a coaching call or if you just want a free program. Quick stuff on the coaching calls, because we don't advertise those super publicly because our schedule fills up too fast if we do. But the coaching call is 1 hour. Skype call, we usually go over the hour a little bit if we've got stuff to talk about. But just you're getting our opinion. I mean, we'll just chat with you, ask us whatever questions you want. We'll literally talk about anything. So if that's what you want to do, let's go for it. Let's get you some customized advice. Otherwise, we can just do a program for you, whatever you want. Cool. So I think we're good. Let me print some of these. So so I finished this. I got all my dimensions that I need. Got it written in. So that's the coffee table. What else? This starts at scene 10. No, I don't need the final height. It'll just go together. We've already, I mean, I can look at the, fine, I'll look at the final height. That's probably a good idea. I just want to make sure it's the height that we're expecting. So is that straight up and down? Yeah, it pretty much is. So it's 21 inches, just standard height for an end table. And then the coffee table should be like 18 or something. 18, yep. Cool. He says, I'll start with the marketing program. Next time I win a raffle, I'll do the coaching call.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, Lucy, for getting back to us. All right, so I'll print properties, still landscape, and I want scene 11 to 12. Well, I'm printing them all, so 11 to, what do we go, up to 14? No, I want 10 also. 10 to 14. You got him as code?
Yep.
Cool. Headed your way, Lucy. I hope the Lucy nickname doesn't stick, yeah. I've already got you a name tag and everything, man. Okay. I think, guys, we're done. I think we're finished. I think all that's left to do is just build it. So, anyway, it's been fabulous hanging out with you guys the last 3 days. We hope that we can start to do more live streams like this. I don't know. I've had a lot of fun. It's time I would be spent designing anyway, and plus you guys have come in clutch, giving me some help and making sure I don't forget things. And yeah, so that's it. I'll get the chat out of Jenny's face.
Oh, it's all good.
But anyway, y'all, thanks so much for hanging out, and yeah, we'll see you around. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and